Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Toba Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community.
My name is Naledi Mfoloe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News Channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Now, today we are talking about a controversial, significant development out of Kenya, which is a move that's got many people questioning what it really means for the future of the country and the continent as a whole. Now, I'm talking about the Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation, and now known simply as the Gates Foundation, and its new status in Kenya. Earlier this month, the Kenyan government made an announcement that sent ripples through the political world. The Gates Foundation has been granted special diplomatic status and immunity in Kenya. Now that means that the foundation, which operates in over 140 countries, will now enjoy privileges like tax exemptions, immunity from legal proceedings, and even reparation rights during international crisis. Now, all of this comes under the Privilege and Immunities Act, and thanks to a new cooperation agreement with the Kenyan government. Now, the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Diaspora and Affairs, Musalia Mudavadi, confirmed the agreement, calling the foundation a charitable trust that fights poverty, disease, and inequality. Now, he went on to say that the government of Kenya has actually agreed to cooperate with the foundation, saying that its efforts to improve health and economic outcomes in Africa. Now, President William Ruto actually also signed off on the deal and even stated that the foundation's presence in Kenya would attract investors and foster collaboration, particularly around health and technology sectors.
Tell us a little bit more about these products. So these are basically prenatal vitamins, but that are even stronger, right? That was created with Gates Foundation funding and research?
Yeah, so we've traditionally given pregnant women 2 vitamins, folic acid and iron, and those are beneficial. But what we found through our studies was adding 13 more in, which surprisingly only costs a little more than $1, that really improves the outcomes. And, so now we're trying to make sure every pregnant woman in Africa, where diets don't give them enough of these vitamins, that they have access.
Now, at first glance, this sounds like a win, right? And the Gates Foundation brings massive resources, expertise, and influence. And Kenya could actually benefit from this new cooperation in terms of jobs, infrastructure, and possibly even in a boost of international stature, right? I mean, after all, the foundation has been involved in global health initiatives, fighting malaria, involving improving education, and actually tackling poverty across the continent. But here's the thing. Personally for me, as much as this partnership might look like a positive step on paper, there are actually more serious questions we need to ask, which is, who is this really benefiting here? I mean, in the past, the Gates Foundation has faced criticism for its approach to development in Africa. So we need to ask, is this really about empowering nations, African nations, or is this another example of the West stepping in and shaping things to its advantages? And also, what's the long-term cost of giving such immunity and privilege to foreign entity in a country that's still fighting to balance its own power with international pressures? Now, I'm not saying we should reject foreign help altogether, far from it, right? But I think that there's real value in collaboration and partnerships, especially when it comes to tackling the major issues of our time, which is poverty, disease, and inequality, right? But we've got to be mindful of the terms and conditions of these relationships. It's about striking the right balance and ensuring that Kenya doesn't lose its freedom in the process. The foundation might offer financial resources, yes, but does it also allow local voices to be heard? Are Kenya's own solution to poverty and health allowed to shine through, or are they actually simply being overwritten? And let's not forget, right? Kenya is a country with tremendous potential, so to speak, and the country is an economic powerhouse in East Africa, and it has strong base of innovation, particularly in tech and mobile banking, right? And Kenya does not need to sell its soul for foreign aid or investment, if you ask me. It needs partners that respect its power and not just donors with a bigger agenda. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? We really want to hear from you. Please, let's continue this conversation in the comments section. And while you're at it, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is goodbye for now.
Download the African Diaspora News app today.